Precision play, air yards, and the ability to shave milliseconds off a 40-yard dash are at the core of the action.
The Super Bowl is possibly the most glamorous annual event in the sporting calendar. This year's edition from Arizona became the most watched game in U.S. TV history as the New England Patriots edged out the Seattle Seahawks. For college players, the long road to that pinnacle starts with the ultimate precision test, the NFL Combine. A week-long showcase where the most talented college stars perform a series of mental and physical tests in front of the top scouts to prove their worth and turn their promise into a multi-million-dollar NFL contract.
The NFL Combine is often described as the most important job interview an American footballer will have in his whole life. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. They fly you in, they don't feed you, they take you right to the hospital. You've got every team physician that's poking and prodding, they've got all their medical records, and they literally put you through the grinder for 3 days, and then they ask you to physically perform at the highest level that you ever have done.
Combine candidates like quarterback Shane Carden come to the IMG Academy in Florida to fine-tune the precision skills needed to stand a chance of bridging the slim margins that separate the college elite from that most exalted of athletes, the National Football League player.
Getting here to IMG, I think one of the first things they kind of talked about was how long have you had that dream of playing in the NFL at your position? And we all kind of answered, and it was all very young age. And they're saying, well, you know, you're sitting here with 3 to 4 months left to go before that decision's made. Why would you not put everything you have into it at this point when you're this close? And so you really got to think about that. You know, you've had this dream your whole life, and now you're sitting here with a great opportunity, a great location to really, you know, have an opportunity to fulfill that dream. You know, you got to get everything you have.
After some early morning warm-ups, the first big session of the day sees Carden put through his paces by speed coach Lauren Seagrave in preparation for one of the Combine's most crucial tests.
The turnover and the frequency is the most important thing. The stride length is determined by how fast you're going and how far you fly in the air. The 40-yard dash is king of the NFL Combine. If you rock on up and improve your performance a couple tenths of a second faster than the scouts think you're going to run, you shoot up the draft list. We want to try to teach you how to reduce the amount of time that it takes you to put the force into the ground by 1/100th of a second. And we're going to get you back down onto the ground in another 1/100th of a second less time. So that means a saving of 2/100ths of a second every step. 4/10ths of a second moves you up the draft ladder and makes you a lot of money.
After a grueling workout on the track, the focus shifts to the training fields and a quarterback-specific session with coach and former NFL player Chris Wenke.
Good. Instead of making the step and then you're playing catch-up. So you let it go back here, right? That's all. It's a minor adjustment.
And in high school and college to pro, the holes to get the ball through are getting smaller and smaller. And you have to make sure your precision, your accuracy, your consistency in everything you do is just that much better at each level. You know, receivers aren't open in the NFL. They're covered every time, but you have to make them open. So getting that footwork consistent every time and putting that ball in the exact location you want it is very important for an NFL quarterback. On lunch, we move over to the weight room and we get finally our weightlifting in. We want to build our strength, our power, which will, you know, correlate into speed later. Today will be a leg day for us. A lot of fast movements, you know, working on that fast twitch muscles. So it'll be a great day just to get that lower body strength and the running. And then for throwing, you know, you have to have a strong, solid lower body to help your arm out.
As well as testing an athlete's on-field prowess, at the Combine, players will undergo numerous interviews. For the final session of the day, Carden heads over to the media center to get prepared for an examination where the emphasis is on personality rather than pace and power.
Now to go ahead and get loose and start to find that confident body language that you're going to have when you walk in through the door.
You want to be able to be in there confident, but with a bit of just kind of relaxation of who you are, not too uptight and not too serious. You know, this is a serious interview, but at the same time, you can't go in there and be uptight and not be able to kind of show the personality you have as a player.
As the Florida sun sets over the academy, another day of sweat, determination, and perseverance comes to a close. However, the crunch time of the Combine is on the horizon. For Shane Carden, the hope is clear. All his thorough precision preparation will ensure the event marks his first steps towards Super Bowl glory.
You know, it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and really every once in a while you got to sit back, understand what's around you, who you're with, the opportunity you have, and you just got to enjoy it every day.